Hello, everybody from the World Wide Web, and welcome back to the Evening Reel. I'm your host, kwimei, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today is a day to be thankful, and I'm thankful for fishing. I'm joking, I'm actually thankful for a lot of things, especially to those tuned in watching. I very much appreciate y'all. Very thankful to have you guys as supporters and whatnot, and anybody else watching in the future, watching the VOD, watching my content. I'm very thankful for y'all. So, without further ado, let's get real and start some fishing. But I hope you guys have been having a good day, eating some food, mostly chilling, hopefully. I just got to chill for an hour before this stream. I went and did some family stuff. Got some lunch with the fam, or I went and ate lunch with the fam. And it was very nice. Very, very chill time. I would say very okay. But I hope all of you guys had okay whatever you guys did today, whether it was with family, friends, anything and everything, watching YouTube videos, who knows? I just hope it was a good time, and all of that jazz. Now, today is going to be very chill. My social battery is so drained right now. I'm not going to lie with you. Having to hang out with my family and all of that, it was a little bit, to say the least. I also stayed with them way longer than I thought I was going to, which isn't a bad thing. It was just alright. I was just hoping to take a nap, which I did do before this. I actually took a little nap. I, air quote, rested my eyes, and I literally fell asleep. I closed my eyes and I immediately fell asleep. So, I needed the rest. I stayed up a little bit too late and I had to wake up early to make cookies. That was fun, actually. I made some cookies today, but unfortunately, they didn't like bake in time for me to take to my family's lunch, so I basically made those cookies for no reason, but now I have cookies. But this is much better than listening to a 30-year-old. You know what? Yeah, that's fair. I'm actually cognizant and know how to say the word hexagon. No, but I made some cookies because for the past 3-ish Thanksgivings, I've been bringing like a dish to my family's Thanksgiving thing, and this year I wanted to make these cookies, and oh my god, guys, these cookies were so good. If you guys have seen this channel, Alvin Zoe, he has his own channel, but he also works for Binging with Babish, and he has these 48-hour cookie recipe, and oh my god, it is so good. I made it, and though I kind of messed it up, which is a reason why they turned out bad, but they are still so good. Also, how did this meteor spawn in a rock? Do you guys see this? It's literally in a rock. Can I even fish this? Hold on, wait. Double hook, rare fish. If I use this, will I get like... Hold up. Gimme. Okay, I can fish here. But those cookies that I made were so good. If you ever want really good chocolate chip cookies, I would highly recommend following Alvin Zoe's recipe. His recipe is actually really easy, kind of. I did have to make my own toffee. It's chocolate chip and toffee, and oh my god, it is so good. It is so sugary, but ooh, it was kind of worth it. Making the toffee was a little difficult, to say the least. And when I say difficult, it's 2 ingredients. It's butter and light brown sugar. And you just need to heat it up to 300 degrees, and the entire time it's heating up, you have to stir it consistently the entire time, or the butter and the light brown sugar will separate. And I'm over here making the toffee. I'm stirring it, right? And my shoulder starts to hurt a bit because I've been stirring it for 2 minutes, and I need to get my candy thermometer out to check the temperature that I'm making the toffee at, right? And so as I'm grabbing the candy thermometer, my brain goes, oh, I've already been stirring for a pretty good amount of time, so I don't have to keep stirring as fast, right? So I slow down on the stirring just a little bit, ruined the toffee. It literally separated after I slowed down on stirring for like a second. So, if you ever make toffee, just know you have to keep stirring it the entire time. But toffee is really easy to make besides for that, and it is so delicious. Ow, my hand. But I had to make toffee, which was really good. After that, it was fine. I did have to go back and make a second batch of toffee since I messed up the first batch of toffee, but hey, it was a learning experience. And then the part that I also messed up on was browning butter. That is a thing. If you aren't into baking a lot, you can brown butter. And it kind of just adds a very nutty, caramelized flavor to the butter. But I didn't brown my butter enough because I have never browned butter before. And I read online that it's very easy to burn butter when you're trying to brown it. So I got a little too scared to fully brown it, and I think because I didn't brown the butter enough, there was too much butter in my recipe compared to what Alvin's recipe was. And so, oh my, wow, this is epic. I'm actually really happy that I caught that. However, I need it in any other quality than glistening. Are you kidding me? You know what? That's fine. Whatever. I'm not complaining. No more complaints. I can't believe I caught that gold manta ray. All right, I'll take it. But anyway, where was I? I was just talking about the cookies. Oh, the butter. Because there was too much butter, I found out that if there's too much butter or like fat in cookies and there's not enough flour, they spread a lot. And that's basically what happened to my cookies. They just spread a lot. And it was just not great. So I didn't get to take them to my family's lunch. But now I have 17 giant chocolate chip toffee cookies, and they're really good. I came back after the whole lunch thing and had one, and I was like, oh my god, this stuff slaps, genuinely. I'm hoping I might try to do the recipe again and then try to nail it, because I would like to bring those cookies at some point to, like, I don't know, Christmas or something, because my family also meets then. So, would love to do that, because, oh, those cookies were so good, genuinely. And I didn't even, they're called 48-hour cookies, and it's because once you make the dough, you freeze them for 48 hours to let them develop the flavor. And I only froze them for around 12 hours, but they still tasted so good. So now I'm like, oh my god, how much better are they gonna taste if I freeze them for 48 hours? Like, oh my gosh. So those cookies are great. I almost made a pie. I think I enjoy baking more than I enjoy cooking. And so I thought about making a pecan pie. Do you guys have a favorite pie? I really like pecan pie. I'm a big fan of pecan pie. I like apple pie. haven't had a lot of pumpkin pie. I think it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't hate it. It's just, if there were... Oh, I don't have bait. If there were a line of pies in front of me, pumpkin pie would not be my first pick. However, it would not be my last. All pie is good pie. You know what? You're based for that. I cannot lie. All pie is pretty good. I think I like pies more than I like cake. I don't really like cake, but I'm also really, really specific with how I like my cakes because some cakes have, in my opinion, too much frosting. I think there is a ratio between cake to frosting ratio. And if you put too much frosting, it's too much for me personally. Ooh, key lime. Okay, apple pie if it has ice cream. Oh, that'd be so buzz. Otherwise, key lime. I used to be a big key lime pie fan. That was really good when I used to like that in high school. And then I also, well, I guess it's not a pie. I was about to say cheesecake, but that's not a pie because it has cake in the name, but cheesecake is in the form of a pie, but it's called a cheesecake. Anyway, I also like cheesecake. That's very big. That used to actually be my favorite dessert was cheesecake. Recently, it's tiramisu. I really like tiramisu. Though I don't have it often, I really enjoy tiramisu. I should actually make some. I had to buy some instant espresso powder for the cookies I made, and on the top of the lid for the instant espresso, it says great for tiramisu. So maybe I should make some tiramisu. That slays. A really classic dessert I like is angel food cake. That is also really good. My favorite Thanksgiving fall dessert, pumpkin roll. I've never had pumpkin roll before. Then again, I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin. It's, again, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. It's just mid. Oh, there's another meteor. Would you look at that? Come here, meteor. Also, just a question. I'm seeing in my stream chat that it says chat disconnected. Does the stream ever go down, or is it just me that it says chat disconnected, but the stream is still good? Because I never understood what that meant, but I see that a few times, so I was confused. Another glistening? I'll take it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All good here? Okay. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you for the confirmation. Good to know, good to know. I think my internet... There's something weird with my Ethernet. Ever since I got Ethernet. This is actually funny. I have been living at this apartment for a few months, and for the first 2 months I lived here, I just did not have Ethernet, period, and my PC was just connected to Wi-Fi, because I thought my Ethernet port in my room didn't work. Because when I would plug in the Ethernet cord to the port in the wall to my PC, it didn't work, but I had to do a lot of work, and I had to call maintenance and call this third party because apparently they're the ones who do internet stuff. Turns out, TLDR, there was paint on the Ethernet pins in the wall, in the port. I was like, we tried so many things, we tested certain things and troubleshooted my PC to make sure it wasn't my PC being the issue why my Ethernet wasn't working, but no, I was on the phone for an hour and the guy I was calling went, hey, is there by chance any paint on the pins? And I was like, you know what, I never thought about that, let me check. Boom shakalaka, there's paint on the pins, and that's why it didn't work. I literally had to go buy isopropyl alcohol, got a little Q-tip, rubbed the paint off of the pins, and boom, my Ethernet worked. And so I went through an entire hour of troubleshooting for basically no reason because it worked the entire time. There was just paint on it. Thank you, Landlord Special, for painting the Ethernet port and getting paint on the pins. That was super awesome. I could have had Ethernet this entire time. But unfortunately, paint apparently was my enemy. But now I have Ethernet, and now we're good. But it's a little finicky. Sometimes when I load YouTube, it'll tell me there's some playback error, but then when I refresh the page, it's fine. Or sometimes the videos will just load, period, and I'm like, I don't know what the issue is, but I don't know a lot about the internet. I just use the internet, or the internet as an electrical thing. I understand the internet as a worldwide thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. But yeah, no, that was a little silly with the Ethernet, but I'm glad that I have good internet now, or else I wouldn't really be able to stream. I don't think streaming over Wi-Fi would have worked, period, because the Wi-Fi was not great. Also, my PC, the how do I describe this? My PC has this little antenna thing that, you know, is the thing that receives Wi-Fi, but I accidentally tore one of the wires while I was moving my PC, and so that might be another reason why my Wi-Fi isn't good at all. But you know what? It's fine. Also, I just remembered this was a code lobby, and I was gonna drop the code if you guys wanted to join my fishing. So here, you can, I'm gonna leave this up here for a second while I put the code in the chat, because I thought today it'd be fun to experiment with having y'all, if y'all have the game web fishing, and if y'all would like to join, then go ahead. Though, please do not cause any havoc. I would appreciate that if we could all be calm today for what was going on. Lobby code? Meg. P4. No, not trolling, please. I just want to fish in peace. I'm just trying to fish. I'm just a little fisherman. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just a little guy that wants to fish. Is that so hard to ask? Nothing more, nothing less. There we go. Now we can sit and chill back here. I wasn't too sure if I ever really wanted to do lobby stuff. Also, I hear a train. Do we think we're gonna hear the train if it honks? It did not honk. Guys, it's actually terrifying. I will be going to sleep. There is a train track genuinely really close to my apartment, is how I'd say it. Like, I could jump the fence and I would be at the train tracks. And sometimes it's scary because I'll be trying to go to sleep and it's 4 a.m. I'm a very big night owl, and I'm trying to go to sleep and I hear this distant rumbling, and it slowly gets louder and louder, and then out of nowhere I just hear the loudest honk, and it just freaks me out. I am mostly used to the train now, but sometimes at night when I'm like genuinely asleep and then it just honks, I get scared because it's just loud. It feels like a jump scare, and I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to sleep. Why did the train have to do that? But it's just a little silly. The trains here there are a lot of trains here. Okay, they're not that many trains, but I have definitely been stopped by a train having to cross multiple times. And I'm like, man, train's here. Funny honk, yes. Whenever I would be in marching band, so fun fact, if you guys couldn't pick this up, I am I was both a band kid and also a theater kid. More on the band side. I did theater for 3 years, but more on tech theater. I wasn't an actor. I liked doing the background stuff. But I'm a big band kid. I did band in middle school all the way through college. I played the flute, and then I had to switched to the piccolo when I went to college. But I'm a big band student. But anytime during college, I would be at band practice, and the train went by and started honking. We had this like tradition for the piccolos or just any woodwind to put their instrument on top of their head. I don't know why. I can't tell you what the reason was. I don't know if we were signifying something, but we did it, and it was super silly and very fun. Yeah, the scary horns are just like, ooh. I'm like, sometimes I just get jump scared. And it's also funny because during band practice, it would just fully interrupt like what was going on because we just could not hear our band director at all while he was talking. And mind you, he had this like speaker set up, so he was talking through a microphone through speakers, and yet the train was so close to us and so loud that we just could not hear him whenever he would talk. But besides that, it was super chill, and it's funny that there's just a train so close to me, but sometimes I'll be in calls with my friends, and out of nowhere, I'll be like super quiet during the call, like I'm listening to them talk and everything, and out of nowhere, my mic cuts through with the train horn, and it literally sounds like I'm getting hit by a train. But I'm not getting hit by a train. There's just a train really close by to me. But I'll literally, the train horn will play, and they'll be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Guys, I didn't get hit by a train. There's just a train." But it truly just sounds like I'm just on a train track sometimes. And it's just a little silly. My roommates also get freaked out by the trains here and there because, I mean, it's loud. Also, sometimes they'll do like multiple honks. I'm used to trains doing one really long honk sometimes. And then sometimes they're like, honk, 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 honk. And I'm like, bro, it's 3 a.m. Please let me go to sleep. I think there are signs on certain parts of the train tracks that say, like, no honking, but that doesn't stop them from honking. What are they honking at? That's what I want to know. I would like to know why people are honking. Oh my god. Welcome into the lobby. Truly sincere. I was trying to think of a funny thing to say with your name because your name's sincere, so I was like, oh, I'm sincere to have you here, but that didn't make sense. My brain isn't on today, if you guys couldn't tell. I used a lot of my brain to socialize with my family. It was actually really chill. Before, for most of the Thanksgivings, I was kind of the middle age. How do I put this? No one was around my age for a certain period of time during Thanksgiving. It's like either everybody was too young or everybody was way older than me. But this Thanksgiving, I have a few people in my family that are around my age, so we got to talk about stuff. We talked about Arcane, animes that we've been watching, stuff like that. And so it was really nice for once to have like a connection instead of either talking with politics with the older generation of my family or talking about something else. Oh my god, I see your username flying through the air. But it's really nice, I would say, to actually have someone be around your age in at Thanksgiving. It's very helpful because normally I would just sit on my phone most of the time, or I think one time, this is so funny. I think I talked to my cousin about the Dream SMP like 2 years ago during some family thing because they would watch Dream SMP, and I know Dream SMP. I was unfortunately into the Dream SMP in 2020, but I wasn't really big in the fandom. Like, I wasn't in the midst of it and everything. I just watched the live streams and enjoyed the lore. I was not a crazy diehard Dream SMP fan. I only liked the Dream SMP for Ranbu and Technoblade. Technoblade was period my favorite. Technoblade never dies. I even have a Technoblade tattoo, but I only liked the Dream SMP for that reason, and that was it. I watched from kind of the beginning up to the L'Manberg presidential election, and then I would say spoiler alert for Dream SMP lore, but it's the lore. It doesn't matter. And I think I stopped watching when Tommy got exiled because after that, the Dream SMP stopped having a cohesive storyline where everybody was on the same story to everybody branching off and having their own character lore and story. And after that, I kind of just fell off because it was a lot to pay attention to, and it was just not for me anymore. But I really enjoyed the L'Manberg arc, though I don't really like the person who started the L'Manberg arc anymore. But out of all of the Dream SMP people, I still kind of watch Tommy in it. I still watch him here and there. I do enjoy his content a little bit. Certain videos, not all of his videos. I know he's been getting more into stand-up comedy, which has been really cool to watch. It's really been interesting watching Tommy in it grow from like age 15, 16 to him being like, what, 20 now or something. And I'm like, wow, I was really here to watch this guy grow up into the person he is right now. And I watched his developmental teenage years on Twitch. And that's just really interesting to think about. But it's cool to see where Tommy, Tubbo, and Ranbu are now and how they are. I enjoy a little bit of Ranbu content here and there. I don't really watch Tubbo as much. Tommy, meh. I don't watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers anymore. I was really into Hermitcraft, but mostly Grian and Tango Tech from Hermitcraft, and then I kind of fell off. There's just nothing cool going on. Oh, I stand corrected. The only Minecraft thing I'm watching right now is White Pine. If you guys have heard of White Pine, that is really cool. It's a nice Minecraft roleplay story that's happening. I don't know if you'd call it roleplay. It's just a cool Minecraft series happening that is really cool. And I have been a small fan. Yeah, White Pine. I'm trying to remember the creator of White Pine, but their name isn't popping up in my brain. Give me a second. White Pine by Ivory TV. There are 3 episodes currently out. I think every episode is around 20 minutes. It's a murder mystery, I would say. From what I remember, it's a murder mystery. And it's really well designed. I love the cinematography and the music. Ivory, the creator of White Pine, actually makes her own music for White Pine, and it is so good. And genuinely, that is such a good piece of art. So if you randomly ever want to get into a Minecraft cinematic story that's a murder mystery, I would highly suggest White Pine by Ivory TV. Very good stuff. But besides that, I've just kind of been in a content drought. Mostly just watching a little bit of Ludwig. I've been watching some arcane theory videos. I've slowly been dipping my feet into League lore, but I'm also really scared of getting into League. I'm genuinely concerned a little for some reason about getting into League. Well, not the game, just the lore, because there's so much of it that I'm worried I'm gonna get so obsessed with the League and then end up playing the game. Though I know the game can be okay, I would say, but yeah, no, been doing that. What type of content have y'all been watching recently? Anything fun, or have y'all also been kind of in a content drought? I've Oh, the current channel I've been watching has been Smosh, which is really interesting because I used to not watch them a lot before. I used to watch them back in 2011 to 2015 when like Ian and Anthony were the main people that ran the channel. And then once it became a company and they introduced Shane Top and Courtney Miller and all of them, I kind of just stopped watching. Mostly been watching long form commentary. Yeah, that's fair. That has kind of also been me. Been listening to podcasts more. The Yard, Whine About It. Sweet and Sour a little bit. Sometimes the Offline TV podcast, not too much. I specifically like to watch the podcast episodes with Jody or Quarter Jade in Offline TV. I love and adore Jody. She is so funny, and in sometimes when I like see her energy, my thought is in another world, I would be Jody. If I was a girl and I was born in a different universe, I would be Jody, genuinely. But that's mainly kind of been it. Been a lot of Smosh. I don't know if you guys have watched Smosh at all, if any of you guys are big Smosh fans, but wow. Smosh has been kind of funny, though I'm not gonna lie, a lot of their videos are hit or miss, alongside their jokes. I wouldn't say they are extremely funny, I would say very specific videos are funny. I will say, my top, maybe not my top 3 members, because the more I've been watching, the more my favorite people in Smosh have been changing, but as of right now, I really like Tommy Bowie. I don't know. I like Tommy, Damien, Courtney, Angela, and Chance. Those people are so funny. I think Courtney Miller is the funniest person on Smosh, period. Like, there is something about Courtney's humor on Smosh that gets me. I have seen so many clips of this girl, and there has not been a single clip that I've wanted to skip or I thought was kind of cringe or I got secondhand embarrassment from. Courtney Miller is so funny. Oh my god. Really love the energy they bring to Smosh. I also really like Tommy. I think he has really good bits here and there, and this man makes me laugh so hard with some of his bits that he does that I genuinely have to pause the video and like take a deep breath because it was so funny what he was saying. And the same thing goes with Damien. I think I like a little more of the older content of Damien, but Damien is still so funny. I got into the Smosh D&D podcast that they do that Damien is the DM or dungeon master for, and he is a great dungeon master. I'm also extremely inspired to play D&D. I really want to play D&D. I also want to be a DM for D&D. I like being both a player but also the thought of creating stories and watching like people go and explore and evolve through the story is so interesting to me. And so I really want to host a campaign at some point. Probably a short campaign because I'm very new to D&D. I don't know a lot. My only D&D knowledge comes from the Sword AF, which is the Smosh D&D podcast or campaign, and then I wouldn't really say this is D&D, but Baldur's Gate, I have played Baldur's Gate, and that was a lot of fun. Though I'm not going to lie with you, I only enjoyed it mostly in multiplayer because I had a really hard time controlling the 4 different characters during when I would play Baldur's Gate by myself. It was just too much thinking because I didn't know a lot, and so having to play 4 different characters in battle and then having to be strategic yet smart yet knowing all the abilities and what I could do, it was just a little overwhelming. But I loved Baldur's Gate playing multiplayer when I played with my friends and I didn't have to make all the decisions. It was a lot of fun. But that's kind of my D&D knowledge, mostly with like dice rolls, I guess, because I don't think Baldur's Gate is really like it doesn't have the rules of D&D. It just has D&D aspects in it. But ever since then, I keep thinking of a campaign and being like, ugh, I wish I had time to really think about this campaign and put more work into it because it seems so fun to be able to do that. But I think you have to have really good skills to be a DM because you have to improv off the bat and you can't plan for every single thing that happens in D&D because people are so random that they will ask to do the most random thing. Fun fact, when I did a really small campaign in D&D, it was my first D&D thing, and I did it with 3 of my other friends. Though none of us knew a lot about D&D, we were all quite beginners for it, so we didn't know a lot. But one of my friends was the DM, and I was a... Oh, what was I? I know that I was a bard. I don't remember what race I was. Whatever race is closest to a minotaur person, that's what I was. I was just a big bull person because I thought it'd be really funny to be a really big buff bull intimidating person, but then I ended up being a bard that just played the flute. But anyway, fast forward in our campaign, we are fighting someone and I have this great idea and I ask my friend the DM and I say, hey, to attack the enemy, can I use my flute and can I sound the enemy? Oh, nice catch. Is that a big whale? Nice catch. But I asked to sound the guy with my flute, and if you don't know what sounding is, I'm not explaining it on stream, so good luck. If you do know what sounding is, then you know what I'm talking about. So that was the most wackiest thing I could have done in D&D, in my opinion, because I don't know how many people have thought about doing that with a flute. So, you know, just getting creative, what can I say? But D&D, really cool. I've been enjoying a lot of Smosh content. I think it's mostly because it kind of, stimulates my brain a bit more, because that's what I've been looking for recently in content, is stuff that's been stimulating, but yet I just haven't found the right videos that stimulate me, because I don't really know what I'm looking for. I just know that I want my brain to work a little, but there's not too much of that, I would say. But it'd be like that, I gotta say. But mostly been watching Smosh. I'm trying to think of anything else. I was actually thinking of... Okay, I don't particularly enjoy React content on YouTube, depending on the way that they do React content. But because I've been watching so much Smosh, I've been collecting my favorite moments from like certain people, and so I feel like I might try to make a reaction styled video, mainly showcasing my favorite clips of Smosh. And so let me know what you guys think about reaction styled content. I'm not gonna lie, my YouTube is a variety of stuff. I realized it's really hard for me to stay in one lane with YouTube. Because with mainstream YouTube now, if you notice, most YouTube channels stick with one thing normally, because it's like that's their audience. But me, I'm not like that, and I can't make myself do that either, or it makes me sad. And so that's why if you look at my channel and look at all the content that I have, it's just all over the place, because that's just who I am as a person. I can't stick to one trend. I don't want to do the clickbait stuff. I just am making the content that makes me happy, because when I made content that was more clickbaity slash more geared to get more views than what I liked as a video, it just felt really soul crushing and very it burnt me out very quickly, is basically what I'm trying to say. Since it was content that I didn't really enjoy, it just burnt me out quite quickly. And so now I've learned to not do that and to make whatever content that I want. I definitely want to dabble in more Genshin content at some point, because I am a big Genshin person. I actually just crowned my Raiden Shogun skill yesterday. Both her skill and Elemental Burst has been crowned, and I'm very happy about that. I've been building Raiden Shogun for probably the past month and a half since I got her on her rerun banner, and oh my god, she has basically changed my life. Raiden Shogun is so good in Genshin Impact, and I always knew this, I just never had her, and then after I got her, I made an entirely new team comp, because let me just tell you, the team comp that I had before was not good. They always say play the characters that you like rather than playing a meta team comp, but oh my god, my team comp was terrible. It didn't even make sense. I had one character that didn't really do anything and only healed, and I had so many other characters that could do better healing, but I was so stubborn that I only wanted to use this team. I used to be a big Traveler main in Genshin, because in my brain, Traveler is the main character in the story Genshin is telling, right? Because the whole point of Genshin is that you're these twin siblings and one of you, like, you guys get separated, right? And so in my head, I'm like, well, Traveler is the main character, so I should just play as the Traveler. And so for the longest time, I played as Traveler when I should have just switched. Like, oh my god, I don't know how I got to where I did in Genshin by only using Traveler. I got to AR50 with Traveler, only using Traveler. My team before was Anemo Traveler, Yanfei, Lisa, and then it switched to Yaimiko and Noelle. And let me just tell you, if you play Genshin, that's just a terrible team. It just doesn't work. And at some point, I got Kazuha, but I just didn't want to use Kazuha, even though he's a better Traveler, or an Anemo Traveler specifically. But it was just silly. But now I have Raiden Shogun, and she's actually one of my... Not one of my... She is my favorite character in Genshin. And to clarify why she is my favorite, because if you're a Raiden Shogun fan, there's a 50-50. You either like her because you're a simp, because she's the Electra Booba Mommy sword, or you're on the other flip side where you really, really like her lore, and her lore is very complex, and her as a character has many different layers and complexities to her that make her who she is. And that's why I like her, is because of her character lore. It is genuinely so interesting, and it makes me so sad that so many people in the Genshin fandom misunderstand her. Or, yeah. Like, I keep seeing so many. I just. Not a lot of people in the Genshin community understand her lore, and it makes me really sad because I think she has really good lore, but I will say the execution for her lore was not great. I will agree on the criticism for that, but her lore as a character and its complexity, ooh, eating that up. Like, oh my god, that is so good. I really like her and Yaimiko, both for the complexity of their lore, though they are really pretty characters. I do like their lore a lot. Um, I think I'm trying to remember if I have any other favorites. I also really like Farina. She's cool. I like Farina a lot. I relate to her a little bit, to say the least. But there's something about Farina that she's so infectious. Farina's energy gets me so much. She's such an infectious character because she's so happy, even though it's all a performance. But love Farina. She's literally such a good character as well. I think if I didn't know how Farina was supposed to be going into the Fontaine Archon quest, I would have disliked Farina a little bit more. But since I knew most of the Fontaine lore going into it, she didn't annoy me, which is good because she's just so silly. But yeah, just a lot of Genshin. I've also been playing Zenless Zone Zero. The new character Lighter just dropped. He's from the Sons of Caledon, and I love the Sons of Caledon. Their leader, her name is Caesar King, and she is so great. She is so silly and goofy, and oh, she's like this really tall, buff woman that like is the leader of the group, but she's also like really naive and just wants to be a hero. Because she grew up thinking about wanting to be a hero as a kid and stuff, and she's also a huge romantic. There's videos of her where she's reading like rom-com manga because she just wants to fall in love and stuff, and I'm like, oh Caesar, you're just so pure and cute. Like, she's just so silly, and she is literally one of my favorite characters. My other favorite is Lycon, the wolf guy from, what's their faction name called again? Oh no. Victoria Housekeeping. There we go. I really like Lycon. He's really cool. I also like to call Lycon Risley's Fursona because he literally looks like what Risley would be as a furry. And so that makes me laugh a little. And so, yeah, those are my favorite from ZZZ. I've recently been liking, oh shoot, what's her name? I recently got Yanagi. Love her. Her kit is so good. I really like her mainly for her kit. I'm waiting for ZZZ to drop Miyabi. I want Miyabi so badly. I saw her back in chapter 1 and I want her so badly. She looks so cool, and also in my head she's very Raiden Shogun coded, or specifically very A coded. I don't really know. If you don't know Genshin, and you don't know who the Raiden Shogun is, or Raiden A, then I don't know how to explain this to you. But she's so... Miyabi is so A-coded, and I want her so badly. Yanagi kind of gives very, nicer Yaimiko vibes, and love that for Yanagi. I was actually doing the Yanagi story quest last night, and I saw Miyabi, and I low-key started tearing up. It wasn't even an emotional scene. I just like Miyabi that much. And it was just really funny. But yeah, I did Yanagi's little story, and it was super nice. Oh, welcome in, Mac. Oh no. Why do you say oh no? Is this a bad thing? Oh no. Now I'm stressed. I'm joking, not really. But yeah, no, ZZZ, great game, I would say. I think it's just a goofy game. It's a bot. There are bots in this game? What the flip? Wait, you've run into this bot before? How does this work? That's crazy. I didn't know bots were in the game. I knew that there were hackers. I heard the hacker Grincher about... I've actually run into Grincher like 3 times now, but thankfully nothing has happened, because I know that Grincher likes to do stuff with people's saves. It joins and leaves a lot. Okay, good to know. I'm tempted to just kick it from the lobby or ban it, but I mean, it seems chill for now, side-eyeing the bots. But yeah, I've heard Grincher is really bad. This is actually really funny. I just realized, oh, I can't, dang it, that's fine. I just realized I saw on Twitter a while ago, not a while, but like a bit ago, that web fishing isn't safe to stream, because I heard there's some group going around like stream sniping people. But you know, here we are streaming web fishing anyway. I mean, to be fair, I'm on YouTube. I'm not on Twitch. I'm assuming this issue is happening over on Twitch and not YouTube, because YouTube is not a live streaming platform. But it's slowly trying to be. I did used to stream on Twitch for a year and a half? I'm honestly not too sure. Shout out to Kat for being there since my Twitch streaming days. Yeah, I used to stream on Twitch, and then I switched over to YouTube because I wanted to build more of a YouTube audience than a Twitch audience. Though, I gotta say, I liked the Twitch chat and the emotes a lot more than YouTube, but it is what it is. I don't know. I ran out of bait. Let's go get some more bait then. Because I ain't using worms, because I need to catch the fish that don't... I need to catch fish and they don't use worm bait. That's what I'm trying to say. And I would sell my fish, but I will wait till the end of the stream, because I like to see the total amount of money that I've managed to catch, sort of say. But yeah, no, streaming on Twitch was kind of fun, but also it's really hard to grow as a small streamer on Twitch if you're... Oh my whale! Oh my fish! That's the second whale you've caught. That's crazy! But it's kind of hard to grow as a small streamer on Twitch if you're not actively posting your content other places, and that was my issue, is that it was hard for me to do that. Because I used to play Breath of the Wild on Twitch, and I really wanted to edit that into a YouTube series, and then I finished playing Breath of the Wild, and then I looked at it, and I was like, this is 80 hours of content that I somehow need to, like, cut down into a video. And that was just that just felt like a lot of work that I just could not do. But here we are, over on YouTube, made the switch. It's been nice in a way to have a very cohesive audience, I would say, all in one place in YouTube. And it is nice that I'm able to live stream on YouTube. I hope I can live stream some Let's Plays and stuff because I would love to do that and do stuff like that. I'm trying to think of things that I've wanted to live stream. I did want to live stream Phoenix Wright. Oh, I started playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the remake on the Switch that they released this year, like a few months back. And though I wouldn't stream it, I really need to go back and replay that game or finish the game because I'm not done with it. But I love Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I really love Paper Mario as a Mario spin-off series. It is genuinely so good. I loved the original Paper Mario. I loved Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Paper Mario... Oh shoot, which one is it? It's the one on the Wii. It's not Origami King, and it's not Sticker Star. I always forget which one this is. Is it Super Paper Mario? Hold on, I'm gonna have to do some research real quick. But that one was really good. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was as good as the others, but I think as a standalone game, it was still really good. Sticker Star was disappointing. I never finished it. I did try playing it, didn't like it. Origami King, I haven't played it, nor have I seen gameplay, but I didn't really like what I saw from the trailer, but... Oh. Did you guys hear the... Can you guys hear the train? I don't know. The train just started honking, so I don't know if it picked up on the mic. But... Darn it. But... Wow, the train... It made me derailed. My train of thoughts. What the flick? What the flick? What the fish? There we go. Thank you for that one. But... Yeah, no. Paper Mario, genuinely such a good spin-off Mario series, and I want them to make more games, but stick with the Thousand Year Door style. That art style, oh, it's so good. Genuinely love the art style for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I always thought if I made a video game, for some odd reason, don't know why, I've been interested in game making, but if I did make a game, it would kind of be in that art style of paper 2D but also 3D type beat, because it seems really cool. But Paper Mario Thousand Year Door has my heart. There's something about that game that brings me so much nostalgia, because I used to watch a Let's Play back in like 2015 or so by a YouTube channel, Chugga if any of you guys know Chugga. Love that guy. I used to watch his Let's Plays a lot as a kid, and I really enjoyed his Let's Play over Thousand Year Door. My favorite chapter, if you guys have played the game, is the wrestling one. I think it's chapter 3. Mario goes to this floating island and has to become a wrestler to get the star that he's collecting. I forgot what they're called off the top of my head. But for some reason, that chapter is oddly my favorite. I have no idea why, but that is the one thing that I always remember about that game, is just the wrestling. I think it was just super silly, and Rock Hawk was cool, and you get a little Yoshi friend in that chapter, and I think that was just really cool. And so, Thousand Year Door, very much my favorite. The original Paper Mario was still very good, and I wish I finished that game, but I haven't. And so maybe at some point I will. Oh, and didn't they come out with a Mario remake? It was like Mario and Luigi's story or something, through Bowser's story or something. I used to play that a little as a kid, but it was a little too hard for my 8-year-old brain to understand how to play the game that I never finished it. But now that my frontal lobe has developed and I have graduated college and I'm would like to hope that I'm smarter, that I can play that game now. I've also wanted to play Luigi's Mansion. It seemed really cool. I really liked Luigi's Mansion. Something about it. I haven't played a lot of Mario games. I don't really like the main Mario games, I guess. I enjoy more of the spin-offs, like Mario Galaxy and all of that. I really wanted to play Mario Odyssey, though I guess that's not a spin-off game. But is it a spin-off game, or is that a main game? I've always wanted to play Mario Odyssey. It seemed like a lot of fun, but never got into it. Also, I just did not have the money at the time to buy the game because it was $60, and I was like, if I spent $60 on this game, I don't think I would actually finish it. And so I did not spend $60 buying that video game, but now that I am making a little bit of money, should invest in that. I mean, I have a capture card system for my Switch, so I can play Switch games. And it's fun being able to record that. Though my setup is so janky when I record with my capture card, because there are so many wires going around. I don't have a good way to put all the wires everywhere. It's so bad. But it's kind of like the setup that I have right now for this microphone. So, hold on. Let me clear my nose. I have like a little bit of a stuffy nose for some reason. But basically, I'm not using my normal microphone that I have, right? I made this telephone microphone to give that authentic sound that I have. That's why the microphone sounds like it is, because it is literally a telephone. But the way that it's like I have it is my normal microphone stand. I basically have the telephone balancing on this specific part of my microphone stand, so I don't have to hold it the entire time. Because the first two broadcasts that I did of the evening reel, which are literally just happened last week, I'm pretty sure I was holding the microphone because I didn't have a good way to like have it set. You're rich? Wait, how are you rich? What'd you do? I want to be rich. JK, I am kind of rich in the game because I'm just storing money. Gamble. Oh, you're cooking with that one. Oh my gosh, guys, the last broadcast, I won $5,000 off of one scratch off, and that was the most I've ever won in web fishing. And I hope I can win the jackpot. I think the day that I win the jackpot on the evening reel is the day that I celebrate. I didn't have anything to go in like with that. I would just be really happy if I won the jackpot. I think it'd be super cool. I think I would celebrate. I don't know how. It'd be fun though. Because gambling is fun. I enjoy gambling. Gold rod? Yes, I want the gold rod. That's literally what I'm saving up for, is getting the gold rod. I'm not anywhere close, but I want the gold rod. I think it'd be the biggest flex in the game. Actually, the biggest flex is having every single fishing rod in the game, and that's what I want to do. I hope I can get all the fish at some point. I don't know if there's a specific way to fish for certain fish, because let me just say I've been missing some fish, and it's literally just down to luck. That is simply it. I wish there was a way that I could use a specific lure with bait and then be able to surefire catch the fish that I'm missing, but no, it's mostly RNG. I mean, if I use the golden hook, then at least I might be able to catch the golden manta ray, because if we look at my journal, under saltwater, I am literally missing one fish from the thing, and it's the golden manta ray, along with opulent, and it's all just the golden manta ray, and I'm upset. I'm mad. I just want a normal... I want a normal golden manta ray. But it's like, I don't get them that often. I think I've caught... Well, I've caught 5 overall, and I've played this game for 73 hours, so... That's, like, not a good rate, but I think it's better. It might be better than most people. I don't know. I don't know how rare it is to catch this fish. I think it took me up to, like, 60 hours just to catch this fish. I was... No, this one. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. This big fish. It took me like 60 hours to finally catch this fish. And I only have it in, what, opulent quality? And I need it in every single quality. And I've been here for like 60 hours. How much longer do I have to be here? I'm joking. I like to play web fishing and listen to smosh videos while... I mean, that's basically it. While I watch smosh, I like to fish, because, I mean, if I'm trying to complete the journal, I quite literally just need to fish. Have you guys played the Roblox fishing game? I don't know what it's called, but I saw it on my TikTok For You page a few days ago, and I was tempted to get into it, but then I was like, you're already playing a fishing game. Why would you play another fishing game? Right? So, I kind of want to play the Roblox one, but I'm scared that if I did play it, I would stop playing this one. But, have you won any gambles? Have you won any of your gamblings? Hold on, I'm gonna pull up to you. I actually just want to see your avatar. Yeah, what's that? Creature, you're... Oh my god, you just won! Oh my god, nice! Also, I like your fit. You looking all... I was gonna say emo, you're not emo. I like your fit. Oh my god, you won again! Oh, wow. And your little creature. And you're stinky. You're a stinker because you have the alien particles or whatever. Ooh, little stinker. Oh my god, that's like one of my favorite titles in this game is, what's the title? It's Stinker Dinker and Soggy Doggy. These two titles are so funny to me. I've also just started using the term Stinker Dinker recently, because it's so... What a stupid little title. Like, oh, you're such a Stinker Dinker. It sounds so stupid, but it's so funny. I genuinely enjoy all of the titles in this game. Also, sometimes I'll join web fishing lobbies, and it'll be like the freakiest lobby that I've ever joined before. And I should probably expect that because I join a lot of the queer stoner gay lobbies, and they just get freaky. The last one that I joined got genuinely so freaky, and I was like, how did I get here? What is happening? It was just funny to me. They weren't like... It was just funny. If it was actually super freaky, I would have left, but it was like kind of tame freaky, but I was like, why are y'all so freaky like this? Like, y'all are trying to start doing some roleplay or whatever in this game, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, but it was funny. I like being in the lobbies to just see what goes down, because I just find it funny. I have met a few people, well, not like actually meet where I've like talked to them or whatever, it's just like, you know, I meet them in the lobby that I've ended up adding on Steam, and it's just silly. I love web fishing lobbies, even though they can kind of be freaky. I genuinely haven't joined a bad web fishing lobby yet. Keyword is yet, because I know it will probably happen. It was really this was really funny to me. I joined this one web fishing lobby, and all of us are having a good time talking in the chat, you know. And the lobby I joined was like something about being queer and gay. It's like this is for the gay people or whatever. And this random guy joins and starts like saying slurs in the chat and trying to like just saying a lot of hate speech, and everybody that wasn't him was like, this is the craziest rage bait of all time, and we were just making fun of this guy for saying slurs or whatever. And like, I just found it so funny that everyone in the lobby collectively just was clowning on this guy, because obviously it makes sense why we're clowning on him, but it was just so funny. And eventually the guy stopped saying that, and then out of nowhere randomly said, have you guys heard of Undertale? And then I proceeded to say, welcome to the underground, how was the fall? And then he left. I don't know if I made him leave, but the comedic effect of seeing him leave after I said that made me laugh so hard, and then everyone in the chat started cheering that he was gone, and it was just so funny to me. Like, web fishing lobbies are great. I think they're really cool and can be really good. I have heard that some people have had bad experiences on web fishing, which I'm sad about, because this game is great and can be very chill as long as you find the right lobbies. That's I genuinely enjoy web fishing for being able to connect people and talk to everybody and all of that. But yeah, it's sad that it's bad sometimes, because this is such a chill game. Like, why are you guys trying to be mean people on this game that's about fishing? Like, do you guys really have nothing better to do in your day except to be mean and troll people on a $5 fishing game? Like, come on now. Literally, I think that someone said that. They were like, wow, this guy paid $5 for this game to call people slurs. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, how much hate do you have to need to do that? Just go yell at people on Twitter. I don't know. It's free. You don't have to pay money unless you randomly want, what is it? The blue check mark? I don't remember what it's called. But it's just like, web fishing is just so cute. And I'm glad that I'm glad to be in a small percentage of having mostly good experiences. I've just had really good, sometimes really freaky experiences. And that's it. I haven't had a bad one. I'm glad there's an option in game to turn off griefing or like being able to get punched, because I think that would annoy me, because I've run into some people that will just like constantly punch, but I turn that off because I just want to fish, man. I just want to fish or do a little doodle. One time, the first web fishing lobby that I joined, there were like 5 people that went to one of the drawing areas and were like sacrificing people in the lobby to their air quote god. They weren't actually sacrificing, obviously. They were just doing some silly role play where they're like, hey, do you want to get sacrificed? And then I literally found them and I walked up and I was like, hey, can I get sacrificed? And then they were like, oh yeah, are you a virgin? And I was like, yeah, I am. Just like saying it so I could get sacrificed. And then they were like, have you prayed today? And in my head, because I say this, I'm like, oh, maybe I should say yes, that I did pray, because then I'll get sacrificed. And then I proceeded to say that I did pray, and then they were like, ew, that's disgusting. That's like, that's gonna hurt our like god if we sacrifice you. And I was like, darn it. Does that mean I'm not gonna get sacrificed? And then they were like, yeah, you're not allowed to get sacrificed. Come back in like a day and we'll sacrifice you. And I was like, darn it. And I did like the little sad emote and left. And there were some other people just laughing in the chat. And I was like, this is just so wholesome. It's just so silly. And I wonder if the developer has more plans to, how how do I put this? Expand the game a bit more. I really enjoyed this barebone concept, so I hope the developer doesn't add too much to it besides maybe like new fish, maybe a different part of the map to explore, or different maps you can choose from. I've seen some people. Oh, it's raining. Now this is epic. Oh wow, I've been yapping for so long, it's been like an hour. Ah, that's fine, I'm just gonna keep yapping. I'm having a good time. I hope that y'all have been having a good time. But I just forgot what I was talking about. It had to do with web fishing. Oh, I've seen some people in some web fishing lobbies ask if voice chat would be a good thing to add to web fishing, to which I would say, personally, no. I like the chat. I like that you can only chat with people and there's that little Animal Crossing noise that goes on. I think that's really cute. I think voice chat shouldn't really be a thing. I mean, you literally have Discord for that. Just use Discord. Or, if voice chat was to be implemented, it would be cool if voice chat was optional, which I guess voice chat is optional in every game, like you don't have to talk, but I think this game is good how it is. I think it's great how it is. I love the modding community, though personally I have yet to mod my game. I have heard that the modding community has done a lot for this game, and I low-key kind of wanted to get into modding, mainly making my own mods or making character models. Since I learned how to use Blender, I thought it'd be cute to get into designing my own, like, little model character thing that I have, but that's way in the future. I don't fully have time to do that. I actually need to edit a lot. I keep doing this silly thing where I wake up and I go, I'm gonna edit a video today, and then I don't edit the video that day because I want to do anything else but edit. So, not a lot gets done, but I'm getting motivated now to edit because I finally figured out how I want to edit down these live streams, because I wanted to edit them down into highlights and stuff to upload to YouTube, because even though I am live streaming consistently on a schedule, it's still very good to push more content out, get more people to know that this thing exists, you know? Stuff like that. And so, yeah, I really want to get down into editing, and I have another video that I kind of want to edit before the year is over, but I have a month to do that. But, you know, all of that type of stuff. And, yeah, overall, I'm really glad that this game got released and I found out about it, because this is just my vibe. What can I say? I'm just a little guy. I'm just this little wolf guy, my little avatar, that's just me. I'm him. That's me. I'm just a little guy. I'm a little guy that colon threes. I love fishing. Same. Well, I love fishing in video games specifically. I'm not the biggest fisher in real life, though I have gone fishing in real life. I just think it's a little bit more boring in real life because you're waiting way longer to catch a fish than I feel like you do in game. I really like fishing though. I enjoy this fishing. I really like Stardew Valley fishing, though I've heard a lot of people have issue with Stardew Valley fishing. Not me. Could not be me. I am the GOAT at Stardew Valley fishing. I also was so obsessed with fishing that I kind of figured out the fish patterns. Oh my god! That's huge! That's big! Nice catch, man! But fishing IRL, my dad goes fishing a lot. But when I say like fishing, he like goes fishing, like out on a boat, fishing, and stuff like that. And it's really cool. I just realized the rain went away. Darned it. I'm not gonna go chase it. I'm too lazy to do that. Not for me. Not for me. I don't want to do that. Also, since it's Thanksgiving, my roommates are gone. They went back to their humble place of, I was trying to think of some cool way to say back to their home that isn't here, and then I completely fumbled that. But they're all gone, so I have the apartment to myself, and so it feels nice. But also it's kind of like weird because I kind of have a little bit of anxiety that if I hear a noise coming from somewhere, I'm like, well, I know no one's here, so what could the noise be? And then it freaks me out. But I got the place to myself. I don't know how long they're gone though, but I'm assuming that they're gone for. Wait, I just realized that you had the golden fishing rod. It's the cat. You're so right. Also, I just realized you had a golden fishing rod. Have you had this entire time? Are you okay? How did you get it so fast? Or radiant rod? Oh. Oh, it's when you catch every fish in the radiant category. Oh, nice. Okay, I couldn't tell the difference because I mean, they're both gold, so I was like, golden rod. Oh, awesome. Do you just have the radiant rod, or do you have like the other qualities, or do you have the other quality rods? I'm still working for normal. It's taking me a bit though. I will say, it's taking me a bit. I'm a little sad about that. Need my normal golden manta ray, and this guy is not fun to catch. Let me just say, it is not great, and I'm a little upset. At least I have the traveler's rod. Radiant opulent. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. Wow, good for you. And the normal one. Hey, wow, look at you go. How many hours do you have in this game? I feel like I should be scared for whatever number you're going to say, but also I understand because I would also put that many hours into web fishing. My goal and hope is that I'll get web fishing as like my #1 game for playtime on Steam. Though I do have to play it for like 500 hours because I think Terraria is at like 484 or something. So I have roughly 400 hours. Oh, are you like just really lucky to like catch all them fish and all the quality? You have any tips on how to catch the fish in the qualities, or are you just lucky? Is it literally just RNG? I leave this open one. Oh! Wait, do you have like a script to run to like AFK on this game? Wait, that's... Sorry, I'm asking you so many questions right now. I'm like slamming you with questions. Oh, you just forget. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you... Okay. I see what you mean now. Most of the hours that I have... No, it's literally been fishing. I even watched, like, Arcane Season 1... when I rewatched Arcane Season 1, I played web fishing in the background. For certain... Whenever I watch stuff, I try my best not to... like, play something else in the... put something else in the background, because I don't like ruining my attention span, even though it's already ruined, so what can we do about that? Me and my 7-second long attention span. For alpha, use gold rod with knot. I'd be using the... Oh, like the golden hook with the nautilus? Ah, yes, I was doing that before. I think I just don't like that it takes 3 bait, so I just don't use it as much, but I need to because I need to catch these fish, but I'll start doing that again. Yeah, I mostly need to catch fish in the salt water because my freshwater is pretty well filled out, I have to say. I'm only missing a few in alpha and radiant quality, I think. I didn't get a good look. Yeah, I have every single tier for freshwater except for radiant and alpha. And so, working on that one, though this is gonna take me a while. I think for at least the first 50 hours of this game, I was fishing purely in freshwater because I actually didn't know there was a difference between fresh and saltwater. So that it took me a while to figure that out. Yeah, mostly RNG. Ah, that's okay. I'm gonna be here for a long time regardless, so I'm fine with that. Bada bing, bada boom. Ain't no issue at all. I do really enjoy this game. I hope this game continues on with a chill community and that maybe in like 2 months that it's not as popular where people stop trolling and being mean and it's kind of just like literally the chill vibers and maybe the queer freaks. Okay, that sounded like I'm calling all queer freaks. I'm not. Let me clarify. But I mean, there are some freaky people out there in them lobbies or whatever. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, hold up. I'm just trying to fish. Don't get freaky with the fish. I think I made a joke to my friend, and I was like, I think it might turn into VR chat. Okay, well, as long as it's like the good part of VR chat, I wouldn't be that upset. But if it turns into the bad part of VR chat, I'm gonna be a little sad. Then again, I don't know a lot about VR chat, cause I don't have it. I've just heard stories of VR chat. So, and how freaky it could be. I do have a VR system, and I like to play Beat Saber on it, but that's mostly it. Okay, let's go get some more bait. I'm enjoying the Yap Sesh today, so perhaps this will be a longer broadcast. Oh! Well, that was awkward. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Where was I standing? Something like that? Yeah. I like sitting underwater. I like being submerged. I don't know why. It's just funny. I met someone on webfishing. Their name was Bucket, and they would place down the fishing buddy and then sit in the bucket, and I thought it was funny because they really meant it when their name was Bucket, and I was like, all right, man, you're so real for that, actually. But overall, I hope web fishing stays kind of chill. Yes, people can be silly for real, for real. I remember joining a lobby and this person was like, oh wait, you must go, no worries. I appreciate you joining the lobby and fishing with me though. It's been very chill. Very nice. Take care. You too, man. You take care as well. Creature. Bye. Wow. See, this is what web fishing is all about, guys. Just being able to talk to people and chill. Like, this was super chill. You're also really cool. Thank you for joining the lobby. I'll be sure to open the lobby more in the future, so y'all can come fish with me and whatnot. But yeah, overall, web fishing, I genuinely enjoy it. It's nice watching people interact and have a good time because it kind of feels like the world just isn't happy anymore. So it's nice to see when people are having a happy time. And I enjoy that. I enjoy spectating people just being goofy. But I was trying to. There was a story that I'm trying to think of. It had to do with web fishing, and it slipped out of my mind. It's like on the tip of my tongue where I can kind of remember what I was going to talk about, but not fully to tell the story. What was it? Oh, I was in a lobby and some person was like, come to spawn if you want a kiss. And so I pull up and they're like, do you want a kiss? And I was like, yes, I want a kiss. And then we kissed each other in web fishing. And then someone in the chat said, I want to be kissed. And then I just started running around the lobby like kissing every single person in there, and I just thought it was so funny and stupid like that I was doing that. And as I was doing that, I said, it's time to kiss the homies. And then I think someone made the joke about cooties or whatever, and then I proceeded to chase them because I was like, I have cooties, because I wanted to give them a kiss, a little smooch in web kissing. Web kissing, whoa, No, it's web fishing. My bad. Guys, what if instead of it being called a web fishing, it was called freak fishing, and then we got freaky? Not with the fish, just with each other. I would not condone getting freaky with the fish, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now, that's my stance. Do not get freaky with the fish. So, if you do get freaky with the fish, I did warn you. So, but I bet people do. To be quiet. I know that people get freaky with the fish. I just don't want to think about that. So, just don't get freaky with the fish. Even though I said we should call it freak fishing, we're not freaking the fish. We're getting freaky with each other. God, I'm a little too freaky sometimes. Nah, I was going to like repeat some of the freaky stuff that I read in chat, but sometimes it's a little too freaky. Here, let me go look at the screenshots. Let me go see if there's any non-as freaky. Oh, this was really funny. So, someone was like, any femboys in chat? And this femboy proceeded to say, me. And then this other guy that's a simp for femboys was like, add me, add me, add me. And then the femboy went, ooh, zooey mama. And then never responded. And I just found it so funny that the person simping over femboys got absolutely denied by this person. I mean, good for the femboy. I mean, it is kind of weird that you're searching for femboys on web fishing, to be honest. But, I mean, we know that there be freaks everywhere. Like, it makes sense. There's so much going on. All I know now is that if I join the queer lobbies, or like the queer, the gays, like you're a stoner lobby that they get freaky, though the stoner lobbies are kind of funny because we'll just be fishing and someone in chat will be like, BRB, gonna go smoke, and then there's like a train of people after saying same or me too or like let's get lit, and I'm like, yeah, love that. Yes, we love stoners. I love joining those after being stoned, and I'm like, I fit right on in here. Like, love that. I think the developer should add like, I know that there's a cigarette in the game, but they should add like a little, like a pipe or something, or like, you know how there's like beer and cigarettes, like they should add something for the Mary Jane users, for the devil's lettuce users, for the, I don't have a third name for Mary Jane. Those are the only two that I mostly call it. Mary Jane and Devil's Lettuce. Devil's Lettuce is a fan favorite of mine personally. I like calling it that. I think it's silly. Because I'm like, yeah, the devil grew this lettuce, and I'm eating the lettuce. What now? But love the stoner lobbies. They are actually so chill. Those lobbies never really get freaky. The other ones do. I think if I joined like a normal lobby that doesn't say anything in the title, that it wouldn't get freaky. I have seen two people role playing in web fishing, because in web fishing there's a global and a local chat, and in the local chat they were like role playing, and I was like, bro, please, where am I right now? Like, why are you doing this? I mean, like, good for them, I guess. At least they're doing it local and not global. I think that would be a little cringe, in my opinion, if they're doing it in global chat. Guys, who wants to roleplay warrior cats and web fishing? Oh my god, imagine, that would be so awesome. We have Ocean Clan and Lake Clan and Rain Clan. I don't know. I have no clue. I am a warrior cats fan, obviously. I can make the reference. Dude, Queso being a warrior cat fan, never expected that, but at the same time, love that. Love that for us warrior cat fans, that he just so happens to be a warrior cat enjoyer like myself. Because warrior cats is cool. Actually, it's Well, I think it's cool. Obviously. I didn't get into any other book series as a child. I didn't read Twilight, I didn't read Divergent, I didn't read The Fault in Our Stars, I didn't read Harry Potter, I didn't read... What are the other famous book series back then? I didn't read any of those. I was just a big Warrior Cat fan. I did read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That was slay. Loved that. That was a good book series, even though I barely remember it. All I remember is Zooey Mama, which I still use to this day. I think it's hilarious to say Zooey Mama. That, it's a good one, I'd have to say. But, I think I'm gonna wrap up the broadcast now. I went an extra 30 minutes, but it was very nice chatting with y'all. I definitely would like the broadcast to be longer at some point, but since I'm still working on my skills to commentate and talk about things that I don't want to stress myself out with doing really long streams already. Oh wow. Alright, let's haul the fish and see how much money I make. $19,000! Oh my gosh! That's mainly just because I caught like 3 big rare fish, and I'm happy about that. We're really close to breaking 300,000, I think. Well, I play this game offline, so I was like, oh, the next broadcast will hit 300,000. I'll probably already be past that, because I do play off camera. I don't know why I would only play on stream. But, let's do our daily gambling. Or not daily, but let's do our normal 5 gambling to finish out this broadcast to see how much more money I can make and opening these treasure chests. I also forgot they had... Oh, I just have these. I just realized I should probably start buying those sodas that give you a boost in catch rate and stuff. I don't know why I don't drink them. I should. But I spent, what, $1,750 on these scratch-offs, so let's see if I make any money back, or at least some money. So, with that, we have 5, 21, 29, 8, and 35. Let's see. I would like to win $5,000 again. That would be super cool. I think it'd be sick, actually, to somehow win. Also, game, it's Thanksgiving. I won $1,000. Okay, Pog. Okay. Yippee, yippee, yippee. $1,000. Alright, second scratch off. 36, 13, 42, 2, and 17. Let's see. Will we make our money? It's my money. Will we make my money back? I need to win at least $750 to break even. And if I win more, then that's epic. Okay. Didn't win anything on that. That's fine. Alright. 31, 32, 27, 25, 45. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Give me something. 2 500s? Alright. We did it. And as in we, I mean me. I made my money back. I have... Oh, I'm trying to do the quick math in my head. I made $250 since I spent $1,750. Nice, nice. Wow, I'm feeling cool. 4th scratch off, I think. 48, 10, 27, 23, and 12. So let's see. Anything more? I'm not gonna be greedy and say that I want more. It'd be cool if I could win more. But I won't be mad if I end up not winning. Because I already made my money back. So, I'm content. And last one, last scratch off. 1, 42, 41, 14, and 11. Let's see. A lot of 1s and 4s on this car. On this one. Anything? Darn. Well... That's okay. I won $2,000, so not too upset about that. But with the gambling over, that will be the end of this broadcast. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Very thankful Very thankful because it's Thanksgiving. I'm hilarious. Very thankful for y'all that are tuning in and or watching the VOD and all of that jazz. I will be back here next Tuesday, because today is Thursday. I almost thought today was Tuesday. But I will be back next Tuesday for another broadcast. Who knows what I will be talking about? It'll most likely be in the title. But all of that jazz. Let me claim this quest first. Massive, gigantic, or colossal. Sick. But thank you all for being here. Same time, same place for the evening reel next Tuesday at 7 p.m. to listen to me yap. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.